This is gonna be a VOD review for Shredder. He's a Plat Genji main. You need to go for the Ana as soon as you see that Discord, even if she wasn't Discorded. She's feeding by like standing there and dropping it right in front of you guys. You and Winston could have, and even without the diva, you and Winston could have just killed her instantly. You're not gonna win with dive comp against the Rhine Shield by just standing here spamming. You need to be like, as soon as you see someone Discorded, you want to like right click them like maybe like once or twice and then dash. Like even if you die, you just have to like do it, you know? Like if you dash right here, once the Winston jumped in, right? You technically should be trying to go with him. And you see there Winston's discorded. You can drop and then dash like this direction or through whoever that is. There's Zen, I think, or whoever that is. Like there's so many people stacked there. If you dash through that crowd and the Winston dies, you're gonna get a dash reset and you can dash back out. Even if your dash doesn't kill Winston, something can kill Winston because he's discorded and he's already like half health. If you like right click him and dash him, he's gonna be like 1 HP or dead. You're gonna get a dash reset and you can dash back out. That's what you always want to be looking for as Genji. Any situation where you can get dash resets and you missed it. Like you would have got a reset if you dashed through him. Sim should be dead here. I don't know, you like missed a lot of shots and then you backed off. You could have easily killed her. Monkey's jumping your back line. You should be going for him. He just uses his jump. He doesn't have problem rage yet because he hasn't been doing a lot of damage, and it's pretty close to the start of the game. He's jumping your back line. Your Zen's probably gonna discord him. You could just dash through him and go, but instead, you go in here. Symmetra puts down a teleporter. Winston kills your Mercy, and right after the Zen kills the enemy Winston, which means he was like the Winston was must have been like 1 HP when he killed the Mercy, which means if you helped, you could have just gotten the free pick on the Winston without your Mercy dying instead of the Winston being able to trade, which is favorable for them. You got their teleporter, which is good, I guess, but you still lost the fight. And then it gives your Symmetra time to build up another teleporter. And you haven't been building sword at all. Yeah, this Anna should have been dead. Well, you eventually killed her, but Diana was feeding like crazy. Like she just walked straight into three of you guys, Diva, Mercy, and you. She should have been dead way faster. So like you should work on your mechanical skill and like practice range against training bots. Just shooting shurikens at like training bots. You lost this fight, you're not gonna get a res, so you should just back up. There's no reason for you to even spam. Because you already have swords, so you shouldn't even be spamming. Because you're just giving their supports all like there's no reason for you to spam. It's not like you're gonna get a kill off that. You're just waiting forever to go in, honestly. Like you guys just need to go in. I have a teleporter. You have to go get it. Just dash through the Winston. Dash through the Winston, do it. If you dashed, here's the thing. If you dash through the Winston, if you dash through the Winston and dash through anyone else, like Ryan or him, at any angle, you dash through him, you could have dashed through like three people there, including the Winston, right? You dash like through him and someone else. That's 50 damage. Winston dies either to you or someone else. You get a reset. Dash through someone else. That's 100 damage. So that's like the most OP thing about Genji, that you can just get constant dash resets and keep doing 50 damage and like cycling it. He's not good. He's not a good hero if you just stand in the back spamming shurikens, because then you may as well just be playing McCree. You'd be doing more damage as McCree or Soldier or something. That's what McCree and Soldier are for, just sitting on high ground shooting people. You're you're not your hero isn't made for just sitting on high ground shooting people. Like that's you've been playing like a McCree or Soldier the whole game. Like you're too scared to go in on that Anna, but like what's gonna happen if you just dash at her? Worst case you back away holding deflect. Like if you had like she died anyways, but like that's just because she's bad. Like she's just terrible. But like if right here you see her discorded behind the Rhine, you could just dash through, go for the Anna, and then go for a right click on the Anna. You'll probably get at least one right click off before you have to deflect and back out. Like she died anyways because they're just awful. But when it says discorded, just dash. You're not using your dash like at all. You haven't used dash like I don't even think you've used dash except to like move around. Like it looks like you barely use dash to try to like damage people. That was like the first dash I feel they used to damage. You shouldn't be looking for a health pack right now. You shouldn't be looking for a health pack. You could have just stayed on point or walked back to spawn to peek your mercy, help her get there faster. Plus you get healed. Go for you need to go for the Ana. You know that she's half. You should have tried to dash through her. No, you're going for like a super far away health pack again. Like even if you were to win this fight, it's still a mistake. I'm probably gonna do like part of this video. I don't think I'm gonna do all of it. I mean, it feels like you just haven't played a lot of Genji. Like if you just spend a lot more hours, I would say, especially like in practice range. It's just overall like I'm trying to tell you the decisions I would make, but I would say it's everything. Like you just need to like improve your game sense, like game senses and who you're going for, when you should be using your abilities. Like I'm not even talking about advanced stuff like predicting earth shatters there or like I don't know, being able to like do crazy deflects or anything. Just straight up like knowing who to go for in a fight. Discord makes it easy to know who to go for because if someone's discorded, they're your target. Like even if you think a different target is ideal, like it's still better to go for the wrong target if they're discorded than what do you think is the right target if they're not discorded. Like if anybody's discorded in a fight, it's almost always worth it to just straight up just dash through them instantly because it just does so much damage. Just work on your mechanics, I would say. And game sense, you can't really improve by like a drill. You need to like play more and like think about who you should be going for. I would say if I have sword, I'm generally going for beefier targets like Reinhardt. I'll just be farming sword off the Winston. If I don't have sword, I'm trying to get picks and looking for a place to use my sword. But just overall, like what you're doing is just standing on high ground, spamming like a McCreer soldier would be doing. It feels like you're like, yeah, I already said that, I guess. You should you should sword him. You should have sorted him. No, you sorted once they beat dropped, which is a mistake. You could have Solo ulting the soldier, it wouldn't even be a solo ult. Like it's in general, if you're 1v1ing a soldier in this situation, it's like a 6v6 fight, right? You're in a 6v6. Everyone on both teams is still alive. You see the soldier, you're going for him. You start shooting him. Neither you hit some shurikens, but he ends up running away. Like right here, as soon as he is here, I'm just dashing to him and pulling out my sword instantly. Because when you're winning a soldier with health pack is pretty tough, unless you get really lucky. And you could have, it only takes 2 swings. You just swing them twice, and you can then dash back to the cart and start killing people, because you're gonna get a reset off the soldier, and you can just dash back. It's pretty much always worth just solo ulting that soldier there. And like it doesn't matter if you win the fight in the end. Like uh if like let me think about how to explain this. Let's say there's like you play like a certain number of games, right? And you play Genji a certain way. Some of those games you're just gonna win based on how you play that Genji. Uh, let's say Siegel would win like 99 of those games, right? You might win, if you're at your correct rank, you would be winning approximately half of your games. And let's say Siegel would win, let's say 99 or 100 games. Or like whoever's the best Genji in the world would be winning like all of those games. Someone who's worse than you might be winning like 20 games or something like that. You want to be increasing the number of games you win out of those 100 games. That's how you rank up. You want to increase the probability of you winning. Like if their team did start winning the team fight in the situation with that soldier, uh, it would have been bad for you that you didn't sword there. Like it ended up working out for you because your team ended up winning. Like if both of you and the soldier hypothetically just killed each other there, your team would have won the team fight. Because your diva killed Orion. You just solo to the Winston, but your team's killing everyone. Your default killed enemy Junkrat. Your Pharah killed their Ana. Like your team would win this fight, most likely. But let's say their team is a little bit better. Your team might not have won that fight if you had just solo ulted a Winston. It so I hope you get what I'm saying. It's like it doesn't matter if you ended up having a positive outcome. It's more about like making the correct play all the time. Or trying to, at least. You could have sorted right there. Right after this dash, you sword. You go for the Ana, right? You see that she's weak? You know the Lucio's weak. Oh, he died. The Ana is weak, so as soon as you just finish this dash, you can sword and dash back in and kill the Ana. She's just throwing right now. She's just charging you as Ana. Farah killed her, but you ended up dying. You hesitated you didn't back out and you didn't go in. You were just standing there. Your team's winning the fight again, but it's like you didn't make the correct play there. Nice. You landed a fat right click on the Lucio. All 3 shurikens hit. Uh, you saw there was a Junkrat. You should be pushing him. You tired. You probably could have dashed through the tire to help your team kill it, because otherwise you're gonna lose someone to it. You should have just dashed through it. Worst case you die, but either way you're gonna lose someone to it. You need to dash through the Rhine. Anytime somebody's about to die, you just dash through them, because you're gonna get a reset anyways. You may as well dash. Just dash through this Ana right now. Nice. Sword, 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 sword. Oh no. You just you didn't go for like a specific target. You just like wandered around with your sword. Like even if you win this, it's still like playing defense. There's a Zen. Once the biotic field runs out, you may try to go for him. The Mercy's throwing. You need to go for her. Dash through the Winston. Nice. Kill him now. Dash through the Ryan. There's no reason not to dash through him right here. Okay, you didn't dash through the Ryan. You had like a 4-man dash. You kill the Winston, right? There's so many people lined up in a row. You could have had like a 3-man dash right here. Maybe even the soldier. But you dashed just through the Junkrat instead of dashing through these two guys. If you dashed through the Ryan, you would have landed behind him. You could have turned around and right-clicked him and killed him. You're deflecting your nades in like no particular area. Or the Junkrat nades. You're just like, I'm deflecting into the payload instead of shooting them at someone. You see there's somebody Discord on point. You should be going for him instead of a Winston. Now you're forced, because you went for the fight with a Winston, you're forced to use your dash just to get away. You should just pull out your sword and kill her. Okay, you killed her anyways. You might win this fight, but it's like your team is doing a lot. Like, your team overall is clearly better than their team. Because you're not doing very much as Genji, as you can tell by your stat sheet. Genji's sword, like you want to be farming it the whole game and popping it like to win fights. If you're not getting value out of sword, you probably should just be playing soldier or something. He's just more reliable. Now Winston's on you. Well, I guess that was inevitable because your team was losing the fight. You couldn't really do a lot there. But I don't know why you come out of this exit. It just takes longer. Like you would have been there by now. And you maybe could have popped sword and saved it. Like you got a res. You guys are up right now. Why are you... You're just doing nothing. You should have just popped sword right here and try to win. But instead you hold it. Like the soldier's killing everyone. You could have just popped sword right here and probably killed a few people. Or like if you popped sword right here, then you would still be holding your sword and you could be killing people. But I don't know if your mechanical skill with sword, like being able to dash between targets, is like good enough to do that. So once again, it ties back to mechanical skill and like confidence in being able to make plays as Genji. Oh wait, no, it's right here, right? Is it? You could get a kill. You can pop sword right here. There's so many squishies that you could be killing and getting resets off of. What happened here? You have grav here, which you can use. I mean, maybe it was worth popping sword there, but also, I mean, I guess it was worth popping sword, but also the elite play, maybe, I would say. I'm probably like 99% of players would pop sword, but I might consider keeping it because you know you have Feral, and your Feral's probably gonna kill people, and they don't even have a Ryan, I don't think. So, like, your Feral's probably gonna kill everyone. They don't have a Ryan. You can just dash through them probably without sorting. It wasn't super worth. But I mean, a lot of times it's also worth sorting just to be safe because your Pharah might be insta-killed. So I guess it was okay. I probably would have saved it though. Now you're caught without dash and you can't really do anything. You just use your dash. Use your dash to dash through no one. Like you actually dash through nobody. Now you're on cart with like a Winston chasing you and you don't have dash. You're only saved because your Zen was orbing you. Now you're doing nothing for like 10 seconds. Like even if... Oh no, it looks like your team's stringing. You lost track of the Pharah. That happens a lot to you, it seems. You lost track of the Ana when you were sorting on offense, and you lost track of the Pharah in that fight there. Try to keep track of your target better. He's discorded. You can just shoot him, keep shooting him. Like you're missing a lot of shots, honestly. So you end up dying. And he used like three swords, all of offense and defense. And one of them was like into a grav. And the other two didn't get kills, which tells me you need to work on sorting and practice range again. Your team should be looking to reset here. Either just die right now, just go die, or okay, looks like your team's winning. I guess there's no rules in Plat. Like your Pharah is just single-handedly killing their entire team. It's crazy. Uh, he's getting double pocketed. You're probably not gonna kill him because you don't have like a Reaper or something. Go for this Ryan. You need to save your Zen. That you could have dashed through him. You could dash through the Winston right now. He doesn't have primal. If you dashed through him at any point there, he probably would have died before he went back and got heals. When did you sword? Right after this? Did you just dash into the air and sword or what? Oh, you Zarya grabbed. That was... Looks like you're killing people through trance because your Pharah is ulting, so... That was some good aim on the Pharah, I guess. You could have deflected that into him, and he would have been dead. Okay, he's dead anyways. I mean, you're just winning because you have people like that Ryan just ulting with no follow-up. Just wasting his ult. Like if you... I don't understand. Why are you scared of dashing at this guy? This Winston. I'd have dashed as soon as he dropped, but you could just dash right here. Why are you ignoring him? You could have just dashed any time there and he would have been dead. You can't just let him jump in and get discorded and leave. Genji isn't the hero for spamming around shield. Look, turn back, try to go for another dash, go for the Mercy. Anyone just dash through people. Dash. You don't want your team to be getting kills without you dashing through them. If you're alive, you want to be dashing through every single kill your team gets, almost. That's how I feel. Like, hypothetically, imagine you're playing soldier and you're trying to get gold limbs, right? You're just trying to farm and tag as many people as you can with one bullet. Like, you want to be kind of doing that with Genji. Like, you're obviously not trying to get gold limbs, but you want to just try to tag everyone you can with a dash. Because if you tag someone with a dash, that means you're doing damage, so you're probably going to get a dash reset. And like learning how to use dash is like super important because it's like a super overpowered ability, or not overpowered, but it's like broke. I don't know how to say it. It's just very good, I guess. It's not just like a random ability like another hero's ability, like Concussive Blast or Pharah. It's like one of the best normal abilities in the game. Like dash is as good as Roadhog Hook. Like it makes Genji good. If dash wasn't a thing, then Genji would just be terrible. Just like if Hook wasn't a thing, Roadhog would be terrible. You don't have to just get finishing blows with your dash. You could be also just dashing through people and bringing them lower, you know? It doesn't have to be the finishing blow all the time. And I mean, you got like I don't know, it feels like you got carried by the Pharah and the Zarya most of the game. Like the Zarya should not be getting grabs at the same speed that you're getting swords. You should be getting sword way faster. Almost twice as fast, I would say. But I don't know. I haven't really done a lot of VOD reviews, so I kind of feel bad telling you to like improve your aim because that's just like, oh yeah, he's telling me to improve my aim. Like, what next? Like, that's just obvious, right? But I don't know. I feel like with Genji, all I can really do is be like, improve your aim, do aim drills in practice range. Just try to hit headshots on bots and like dash through bots while they're moving, those moving bots in practice range. Uh, Practice sorting them. Kill as many bots as you can in a single sword. Just dash between them. You need to know like perfect dash ranges so that when you're sorting, you can dash between targets flawlessly and get value out of your sword, which you aren't doing unless your Zarya hits a grab first. Uh, all I can really do is tell you the decisions that are better than the decisions you made in this VOD, which I guess is what I tried to do. But it's really hard to make general rules for Genji other than improve your aim, I guess, in game sense. So that's pretty much it.